Guys, and in today's video I'm doing my makeup routine as a minimalist and having just a little bit of makeup. So it's pretty early in the morning, that's why my voice is raspy, but hopefully you like this video. If you do, be sure to like it down below after you watch the entire video, and consider subscribing as well if you'd like to watch more of my content. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so first of all, I have this little bag here, and I tried to minimize my makeup mostly. This is an Ipsy bag. My mom just got this from a thrift store, so that's how we got this little bag. This keeps everything in it except for these other three items. These items are this eyeshadow palette from Savvy Minerals. This is the Sahara Desert eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. Super gorgeous. I love this eyeshadow palette. I chose an eyeshadow palette because it's not only my eyeshadow, it can also be my highlight and my blush. Next, I have this Savvy Minerals misting spray. I pretty much only use this at this point for my eyeliner, which I don't think I'm going to be doing eyeliner today. And then I have just this eyelash curler from e.l.f. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I either rinse or wash my face. So I just rinsed my face this morning, but if I were to wash it, I would use the Young Living Orange Blossom face wash, which is right here. And this just comes in a pump form, so it's like that. So down in my bag here I have this Savvy Mineral Mattifying Primer, and this I use first as my first step. I like to prime my face after I wash it, and I just get a little bit on my finger and start applying it. And I just rub it into my face. So that's the first step, and this does require like a minute or two for it to set. So during that time, I just grab my eyelash curler and I curl my eyelashes. So the next step, I would do concealer, but I have not gotten my hands on the Young Living concealer yet. So I just have their foundation, and I get this in the buff color. This is what their bottle looks like right here. And again, just like the face wash, it's a pump form, so it's really easy to use. With that, I use the Savvy Minerals by Young Living makeup brush. And here's that brush for you guys. It's just a really nice long brush for my hands. I love how it's like big and I can use it really easily. So for this, I just take a little bit on my finger and then I apply it to my face in just some generic areas. So now you can see that I've applied it, and I just start rubbing. I go under the eyes and around the face. So I generally just stick to one coat, but I also have some spots that I usually miss. So I'm just going to add a little bit more foundation and fill in those missed areas. Alright, foundation is done, so I go ahead and put this back in my bag. So the next thing that I do is blush, and like I was saying earlier, I use this eyeshadow brush. It's the Sahara Desert version. So in here we have this color, and it's Elite, and I use that color for my blush. I recently got this like 26 pack of makeup brushes from a friend at our Secret Santa at work. And so I have all these brushes, and I have already decluttered some of them and given them to like my sister and stuff because she can use them better than I will be able to use them. But I still have quite a few brushes, so one of them is the blush brush. I love how these brushes came labeled. It has, as you can see, it's a little bit red already because I've used it with this. I just dab it once because it is red, so it's pretty like bold. And then I just apply it a little bit lower. I almost apply it as contour, but like a wide strip of contour, just to make it like a blush that's like shaping the face. Not sure if it's showing up on camera, but I have a little bit of redness there naturally, so I don't want to like make that too red. I rub it in with the brush as much as I can, and then if I can't do that anymore, I rub it in with my hands. The next thing that I do is I take this large angled blending brush, and it's also labeled. This one, as you can see, has this angle to it, and it's a nice big old brush. And I just like dab on the VIP color, and this is really just some sparkle, as you can see right here. So I just take this up above where some highlight would be, and I just stick it right on there. And I personally just like brush it down into where the blush was because it really doesn't show up too much. Alright, so next up I move on to eyeshadow, and again I'm just using this one eyeshadow palette right now. So the eyeshadow brush that I'm using is this C brush by Elf. I really like labeled brushes because I'm a beginner, so if it tells me what it is, it's really helpful. So for my eyeshadow, I like to use this shade here. This is Drift. So I just dab that 3 times, and you can see it's on the brush quite nicely there. I start over at the corner, and then I work my way over, and then I start going on the eyelid. I usually dab it one more time, and then I go a little bit higher to like this area. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it all in. So then after I do that, I take my small angled blender brush, and this has a really cute cheetah print on it. But it also says angled blender, and this one's nice for like, I guess what you would use highlight. So I use Cloud 9 right here on this shade, and generally dab it once or twice, and then I place that right up here, whatever that is. And if I go too high up with my eyeshadow, which I did on this eye, it's fine because then I can blend out the darkness with this Cloud 9. So next what I do is I take this compact angled liner brush, and it's got that little bit of a chisel end to it. I usually just dab it once right on Drift again, and this is the same color that I used for my like main eyeshadow color. And then what I do is I take this right under this little corner right here, almost halfway into the bottom of my eyelid. Next up for my brushes is I have this Lash and Brow Wand by Elf, and this is also labeled, and then this is the end of it. So what I do with this is I just brush over my eyebrows, and they do need to be trimmed a little bit. I don't get them professionally done or anything, so it's just more natural eyebrows. I trim them every once in a while, so I need to do that soon. But that's all I do, it's just touch-ups with this brush. Next, if I were to do my eyeliner, I would use my Savvy Minerals eyeliner powder and their eyeliner brush, and this has 2 sides to it. It's got like the paintbrush side, and then it also has the chisel side, as you can see here. And also with that, I would be using my misting spray, but I'm not doing eyeliner, so I'm not using the misting spray right now. And then I just have my mascara that I do as my last step. I use this Volume Plumping Mascara by Elf. So what I do here is I just take out my mascara, and then I wipe it on the top just to get all the excess off. Doesn't matter which eye to start on. I usually start my right eye because I'm right-handed, and then I just start on the top and go up with those. I blink into my brush here as well, and I try to get on the corners with the tip, and then I move to the bottom. And my mascara also goes in the same little small bag here. And I just zip it up, put it away. And the last step that I do is I use this Young Living Lavender Lip Balm. I love the lavender scent version. So it's all natural products that Young Living uses, and Savvy Minerals, same thing, that's their makeup line. So I will leave the links in the description for each product and also for the overall website. And it's super great and smooth and like glossy, and it's really nice. I really love it. And that's kind of like the last step to my routine. I don't have any lip gloss or lipstick. I just haven't invested in them, and I feel like I'm not going to use them enough to invest in a lip balm or lip gloss. So that's my complete makeup routine. It's all natural and it's relatively minimal. I feel like I used almost one of each thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave it a like down below. Consider subscribing and leave a comment if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next video.